Thoreau wrote as much of the Western world was in the throes of the Industrial Revolution. In Europe and America, workers were beginning to rebel against the cruelties and excesses of that revolution. Industrialization forced many to live in crowded urban hovels. Industrial organization turned individuals into numbers. Mass production was producing a new materialism everywhere. This period was the forge in which the prime issues and conflicts of the 20th century were shaped. In America, the women's movement was gathering momentum, and North and South were hell-bent for cataclysm. Concord was an anti-slavery hotbed. Many of its leading citizens were active in or supported the abolitionist movement. That included a group of writers who constituted an entire wing of American literature: Ralph Waldo Emerson, Bronson Alcott, Louisa May Alcott, Nathaniel Hawthorne, and Henry David Thoreau. All these famous American authors were neighbors and friends in Concord. They met together in one another's homes. They discussed, they wrote, and several promoted the abolitionist cause. These were the Transcendentalists.
Essentially, the Transcendentalists were mystics. They believed that the individual can have a direct relationship with God, can experience God directly. In fact, the Transcendentalists believe that there's one great universal world soul, Emerson calls it the oversoul, that pervades all of creation.
Thoreau believed the connection with that oversoul was through nature. He was convinced he could find God there. He also thought he could find the truth in nature and live his life according to principles.
Thoreau said that the world rests on principles, and he did not believe that we can compromise these higher principles and pursuits, that they are the highest reality, in fact.
It is to the Transcendentalists that Concord owes its reputation as the home of what literary history calls the American Renaissance. Both Emerson and Thoreau thought America had slipped badly since the time of its birth. Thoreau thought the country had lost its way or its soul, and he felt very strongly about such moral issues as slavery and imperialism. Emerson was both friend and mentor to the younger Thoreau, though the two were very different. Thoreau was a strong individualist who resisted making life's daily concessions. Emerson was the gentle patrician. It was Emerson's land on which Thoreau built his cabin in the woods and settled down to try his own experiment in simple living.